choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. Good morning, everybody. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing joy today. Sorry. I'm choosing joy today. I am walking the road of joy right now, singing, I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. I'm singing and dancing with my mind stayed on spirit. I'm singing and dancing with my mind stayed on spirit. Singing and dancing with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. I can't hate my neighbor with my mind stayed on spirit. Well, I can't hate my neighbor with my mind stayed on spirit. Can't hate my neighbor with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. One more together, yay! I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening. Key change. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. We are opening, we are opening, we are opening, we are opening. Thank you.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, Ahava.
Good morning.
Let's give it some love to our musicians, yes? Belle, our keyboardist. Yes. Our featured vocalist today is Margot Buchanan. Woo-hoo. Yes. Ahava is the Hebrew word for love, and we gather every Sunday knowing that love is
Always the answer.
That's right. I am Reverend Rainbow, so grateful to serve as your spiritual director and welcome you here on this beautiful Sunday. We are a conscious community committed to curiosity so that we may provide a loving space to be reminded of the truth of who we are. We are an open and affirming community, so whoever you are and wherever you are on your spiritual path of discovery, know that you are absolutely welcome here. And if you're joining us online, thank you for being a part of our global virtual community. Make sure to say hello in the chat and hit that like, share, subscribe button, all those things. Even if you're in the room, we invite you to take out your phones, check in on social media, make sure that you've subscribed to our YouTube channel and are following us on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you may be online. And then another way you can get even more engaged is through our Facebook community group. And that is a place where you can post and share, and we engage online as well. I also want to take a moment just to acknowledge anyone that may be here for the first time. Is there anyone here in this room for the first time? I don't think so, but welcome back. I know a few people are here for the second time. So if you're here for the second time, welcome back. Welcome back, yes. If you're here for the third, fourth, 50th, or 500th time, we are grateful you are here. And if you're here for the first time online, let us know so we can give you some extra love as well, because truly your presence here makes a difference. We are so grateful for all of our volunteers who help create this community. So I want to first acknowledge our media team today. We have April sitting back on sound. Woohoo! Give her some love, yes, yes. And Amy on slides and live stream and our reading today. Yes, and Jean on camera. Yes. And today we have Heather with our youth. So we are so grateful for all of our volunteers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a great way to get plugged in and to serve the community. So if you're looking for a way to get more involved, please reach out to myself, any of the core council members. We would like to get you more connected. So now is the time where we get to reflect on our oneness. I invite you to place your hands over your heart, to turn to someone and to say, thank you for being a reflection of me. Thank you for being a reflection of me. Thank you. Yes, thank you. And we have an amazing vision and purpose here. So I invite you to repeat after me. We are an inclusive community. Committed to global transformation, through personal evolution. And our purpose, let's do it together. Ready? Wake up, step up, and make a difference. That's right. Today's affirmation I will read and then invite you to affirm along with me. I return to peace with every breath. I return to peace with every breath. Yes. Let us now take a breath. As we invite in that heartbeat of Mother Earth, calling forth our ancestors and guides to be with us now. In the warm embrace of this sacred land, our hearts overflow with deep love and gratitude to this land's ancestral guardians, the Yochi, Osage, Cherokee, Shawnee, Hopewell, and Adena nations. We acknowledge these stories. We celebrate the strength, adaptability, and unique contribution of each community to the vibrant mosaic of our shared heritage. And we pledge to be attentive listeners, amplifiers of Indigenous voices, and perpetual learners about the rich diversity of Indigenous cultures, histories, and contemporary challenges. Taking another deep breath as we move into our centering song. and our opening blessing, which we led this morning by practitioner Patty Cooper.
I am remembering who I am. 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 I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am.
What a blessing. Blessing to be here together in this sacred space. And I need always to pause and remember who I am. In this moment, I know that there is only one life, one mind, one energy, one essence, one source of everything. Today, I know that one as love. I know it is peace and harmony. I know it is divine intelligence, abundance, freedom, power, and so much more. And knowing that that is the truth of the one, it has to be the truth of me, and it is absolutely the truth of each person hearing my voice right now. I breathe in, blessing this service, blessing all the people here, blessing our minister, Reverend Rainbow, representing just knowing that wonderful gift from our musicians, and bless them. If we look, there are blessings everywhere. Some call them glimmers. By whatever name, I know that everyone hearing my voice is a blessing to Ahava and to the world. And I let it be by saying, and so it is.
I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am.
So I want to introduce this reading today in honor of one of my favorite poets, queer poet,
Andrea Gibson, and she made her transition this week after a long battle with cancer. So the reading today comes from her work in her honor. Thank you, Amy.
There you go.
How the worst day of my life became the best. When you are trapped in a nightmare, your motivation to awaken will be so much greater than that of someone caught up in a relatively pleasant dream. Eckhart Tolle. When you are trapped in a nightmare, your motivation to awaken will be so much greater than that of someone caught up. When I realized the storm was inevitable, I made it my medicine. Took 2 snowflakes on the tongue in the morning, 2 snowflakes on the tongue by noon. There were no side effects, only sound effects, reverb, added to my lifespan, an echo that asked, what part of your life's record is skipping? What wound is on repeat? Have you done everything you can to break out of that groove? By nighttime, it was intimate, with the difference between tying my laces and tuning the string section of my shoes. Made a symphony of walking, away from everything that did not want my life to sing. Felt a love for myself so consistent. Metronomes tried to copyright my heart. Finally understood that I am the conductor of my own life and will be even after I die. I, like the trees, will decide what I become. Porch swing, church pew, an envelope that must be lit to be closed. Kinky choice, but I didn't choose. But I didn't close. I opened and opened until I could imagine the pain was the sensation of my spirit not breaking, that my mind was a parachute that could always open in time, that I could wear my heart on my sleeve and never grow out of that shirt, that every falling leaf is a tiny kite with string too small to see, held by the part of me in charge of making beauty out of grief.
You'll see lyrics by your seats, and if you don't, there are plenty, and Nancy Eisen will make sure you get some, one way or the other, I hope. So I was learning this song this week, and of course, it's an affirmation. It's 3 affirmations, and I just couldn't sing them alone. So I want you to sing them with me, please. You'll learn the song as it goes, a very simple melody, and I just want to say, Michael Merchant made a lovely arrangement by way of Nancy Eisen, who sent him the song. And then Belle miraculously changed everything for me this morning so that we could all sing this together. So it's been a team effort. Team Ahava, yes.
The original has a lot of native flute and stuff. When I first heard it, I was like, well, can we do this? And the team made it work.
Yes, because it's going to be about voices. The voice of the flute will be all of you. Okay. So, thank you, Belle. Now is the time when I let go of my fears, inhibitions, and sense of dread. When I give up control and I let you hold me with no resistance in my soul. We're going to sing that verse again so we get it, right? Now is the time when I let go of my fears, inhibitions, and sense of dread. When I give up control and I let you hold me with no resistance in my soul. And now we'll move on to the next verse. This is the day when I throw it all away into the fire of the all-loving one. Oh, now I have just what I need to be free and to feel who I really am. Oh, we're going to do that verse again. This is the day when I throw it all away into the fire of the all-loving one. Oh, now I have just what I need to be free and to feel who I really am. Oh, and the last verse. Here is the place where I fall into grace and release into the sweetness of your love. I surrender. I remember the light and the beauty that I am. Ooh, let's sing that again. Here is the place where I fall into grace and release into the sweetness of your love. I surrender and I remember the light and the beauty that I am. The light and the beauty that I am. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Yes, let us just take another deep breath. I love that lyric about throw it all into the fire. What was that again? Of the all-loving one, all-loving God, yes. So, I'm just going to start with a little bit of that. Just throw it in the fire. Throw it in the fire. Ooh, yes. So, we are continuing to find peace in chaotic times. That is the work of the world. That is the work, period. And today we're focusing on the sacred practices in which we can lean into to experience the peaceful presence of the one, of the now moment. Because when we are truly present in the now, residing in that eye of the storm, as the title of our book of the month is, we experience the peace and the stillness. Even though everything's swirling around us, we can return to that oneness and that wholeness. Could you turn me down just a little bit, or the gain or something? I'm just hearing myself really loud here, and it's like in my ear. If that helped you have a specific of what I need to change, it's get rid of the Okay, that seems to be a little better. Thank you. Yes. Y'all can still hear me? Okay, good. Now I can speak with full voice without hurting myself. Okay, so we gather around this truth. I return to peace with every breath. Our affirmation this morning, right? But peace is not something that we escape to. Peace is not a pretending that everything is okay. Peace is cultivated by doing the work. Peace is experienced once we lean into discomfort and choose presence over reactivity. Get the difference? Right? Because sometimes we can hear the word peace and just think that, peace, love, hippie vibes, and in fact, life, as many of us have experienced, and as we look into the world, is a constant opportunity for growth. Challenges arise, and in the middle of that, when we lean into our spiritual practices, our spiritual principles, we can still find that place of presence and center ourselves and take that breath so we will not be overcome by the storm. Yes? So I want to share this idea that it's in many different works, bodies of works and teachings, but I came to know it through the work of the 15 Commitments of Conscious Leadership. And it's we delved into this as really a baseline for how we as staff operated and communicated when I was at Bodhi Spiritual Center in Chicago. So there's 15 commitments. Obviously, there's a lot to the work, but I'm going to share a little bit about what you may be familiar with from other things as well, called the drama triangle. And this is the fact that we dance around between either being a victim, a villain, or a hero. And now the drama triangle is basic storytelling. We see this in our movies, right? As art often reflects life and vice versa. So we are kind of programmed to live in this cycle that there is someone that is the victim. And the victim might say or think things like this: something's happening to me and I have no power. Or then the villain, they play their role by being the one that is doing something to the victim. And the villain might say or think something like this: this is happening because you are the problem, right? The victim or the villain blames. And then the hero, the one that we are taught through our culture and movies to honor and strive to be, will come in and save the day. I will fix this and I will save everyone. And often to their own expense, right? And the thing is, when we believe in a hero to save the day, that means that we are then believing that something is wrong. And that something is happening to someone that shouldn't be. Someone's a victim. So all three of these parts play their part and need each other to complete the drama triangle. But the good news is we can break free and shift into, and just one person on this triangle can shift and change the whole dynamic. So as I'm explaining this, I want you to maybe think of a situation in your life, a relationship, in the world, in a movie where you can map this onto. Because whenever conflict arises, we often unconsciously slip into one of these roles, right? So the victim, something's happening to me. The villain is the perpetrator. You should or shouldn't be doing this, blaming. And the hero, I will fix this. But are you ready for the shift? Because when we are unconscious, we play these roles. But when we are conscious, we can choose as the victim to move into creator consciousness. And the creator is the one that stands in the power instead of the victim, knowing that I am at choice. I have the power within. And there is no complaining. There is the willingness to take responsibility and to make a new choice and to choose to stand in their power. The villain can become the challenger, not blaming, but can kind of be that catalyst to point out something that really needs to shift. But the line is, are you blaming or are you challenging from a place of curiosity? of noticing, of presence, of awareness, of, hey, this isn't working, this isn't right. Let's be curious for a new way. And then the hero, when moving into a more conscious place, becomes the coach. Not trying to fix or change or heal anyone, but that leader who guides and asks the questions, who coaches along the way to see, perhaps, have you considered this? Are you willing to see it this way? So often, many of us kind of have a default role. I know for me, I often go to hero. And it kind of makes sense with my life path, right? And the dance for me is staying in that place of awareness, not to try to fix or save the world or anyone, but to be that conscious coach, to lead and to guide with curiosity. So think about in your life, right? Can you notice, do you often dance or play in one of these areas of the triangle? And sometimes, different relationships may have a different dynamic. But in general, if you find yourself in one of these, I want you to begin to think about what it would be like to move into a conscious creator. If you've always been told that you are, too much, too big, too loud, a villain, stirring up trouble, whatnot, how could you see that from a more empowered place of being the challenger with curiosity and love that helps create change? Or as the hero, to be that conscious coach? So whichever role we play, when we remain below the line, is their language, we are reactive and defensive. We're obsessed with being right, addicted to control, and there's always either a winner or a loser. But the true wholeness and the opportunity of the drama triangle escapes us if we remain playing in one of those roles. You get that? Yeah. So as we are looking at this idea of being the calm in the storm, so much is going on in the world that is uncertain. You hear this phrase, we live in uncertain times, and these uncertain times. And that it first started becoming really in our narrative around COVID, right? These are very uncertain times. And then political unrest and change. These are very uncertain times. So I was on YouTube yesterday, and my algorithm fed me this video, which caught my eye because the same graphic that we've used this month with the lighthouse and the eye of the storm, that one right there, there was a video that looked like this, but it was Teal Swan's face, if any of you know Teal Swan. And it said something like leaning into uncertainty or something about being still in the chaos. Very similar. So I was like, oh, okay, what does she have to say about this? So I clicked on it, and I want to share a few things that really resonated with me. She invites us to ask this question when we're experiencing uncertainty. What would I do if a sense of certainty would never come back? If going forward, things were just as uncertain as today? So at first glance, you're like, what? I don't know. I don't want to question that. I don't want to ask myself that. I want to think about what's possible and what's good and affirm. And if you go deep enough with this question, think about it. What would I do if a sense of certainty would never come back? And then she shared some responses to some people that had been doing the work with her. And what this question has the opportunity to do, if you give yourself this practice to contemplate it, is to shift back into your power instead of the uncertainty of out there having the power. It's right here. People's responses were things like, I would spend more time with my dog. I would, instead of planning a big trip because I want to experience more adventure for next year and all the things I could do, I would hop in my car and drive an hour and go on a hike right now, today, right? Basically, it brought people back to the present moment. And it allowed folks to reveal what is truly important. What would I do if a sense of certainty would never come back, and if going forward things would be just as uncertain? It's kind of like that idea of living your life as if it is your last day. It brings you back to right now. What is important? What do I value? How am I going to show up and spend my precious moments? It frees us to be in the valuing the process or the journey instead of the outcome or the destination. In times of uncertainty, it calls us to derive meaning from our values, no matter what the results may be. So what would it look like to live from your value of curiosity or love or creativity, whatever one of your highest values may be, without thinking of, I'm going to create this thing that then I'm going to sell somewhere, and down the line it's going to be A, B, or C. That's giving it a whole other, what's the word I'm trying to, non-detachment, but anyway, instead of intention, there's another word that's more, it starts with an E. It's like I'm seeing it and it's not coming. Anyway, so instead of attaching to the outcome, that's going to drive me nuts, y'all. Okay, I got to let it go. Okay, then we can create just for the process and the joy of creating, because it feels good to create, right? So, leaning into uncertainty, live in the present moment. Be willing to break out of this drama triangle, lean into uncertainty. And here are some practices that will assist on this journey. First one being stillness, meeting the storm within. Again, I want to reference that poem, that beautiful words of the snowflake on the tongue as the medicine. Yeah, that image. It's like taking in whatever is occurring in life as the medicine. If it's showing up, it's for me. We may say, why me? Or we could say, this is for me, and get curious. Allow it to be our healing and our medicine. Teal Swan says, being present to life means letting your center or your spiritual nature move you instead of your fears or insecurities. So when we are living below the line or in our ego mind that wants to be right, that wants certainty, that wants to know everything before we step out into what we are doing, that place keeps us small, in fear, and trying to control. And anyone who's been in that place knows it's not very fun, it's really hard to maintain, and eventually you will be exhausted, worn down. So stillness, our first practice today, stillness. And it's more than just silence. It's being present with what is. It's taking that moment to pause, to breathe, to notice, to feel the tension in the body or the emotion, rather than just trying to avoid the grief or the anger or the fear. Because when we allow these emotions, we can integrate them in a place of presence instead of just trying to distract ourselves or be reactive. So think about your life. Is there a place where something is occurring where you want to just hide away, or you find yourself reacting? That is the snowflake that perhaps you want to ingest and sit with a little bit. And just name it. I'm feeling scared. I'm feeling afraid. I don't know what to do. Lean into the uncertainty. Find a moment of stillness and presence. Name the grief, the anger, the fear. And breathe. And as I talked about, I believe last week, when we move into that place, what begins to happen is more possibilities start to show up. We begin to have eyes to see things beyond the this or that, beyond the drama triangle, and something new emerges. The third way. Something new emerges, the both and, the win-win solution instead of the win-lose solution. The work of stillness is facing the inner storm. How often may we not even know that we're doing it? Do we get distracted by the news or the stories in the world instead of facing our own inner storm? Do we blame, shame what's going on out there because it's easier than actually looking at our own inner work? Facing our inner storm, we can bring that energy of peace and presence and calm that always resides at our center, and allow then the eye of the storm to be our guide, that inner nature, that presence within, that something within that knows. But when we're caught up in it, the first thing we do, pause. Be still, be present. Second thing, breath. The breath is our anchor. It suspends the reactivity of the mind. Like literally there's, something physiologically that occurs when we breathe. That's why we teach kids. Pause, count to 10 before you, right? Because we're always making up stories. It's so easy to go into the drama of the victim and the villain, or we can choose to pause, to breathe, to be the conscious creator, to take responsibility, to look within, and let our breath be our anchor. When blame, shame, or control begins to take over your body or your mind, notice it, name it, and breathe. And then with each conscious inhale and exhale, remind yourself, I am here. I am whole. I am safe. Whatever words work for you, come to you in that moment, that you need to remind yourself of that I am presence, always available within. And each breath begins to soften the grip of clinging to the past or worry of the future. And it allows us to be more grounded in this present moment. So these kind of flow together, these three practices. The next one being intentional focus. Choosing what really matters. Our attention, as we know, shapes our experience of reality. So, are you going to fixate on what's wrong or what's right? Or will you ask, as that conscious creator, what's mine to know here? What is mine to own, to take responsibility for? And what matters most? When you notice yourself circling the drama triangle, these practices can allow you to do that shift, to take that leap from the victim to the creator. By pausing, getting still, becoming present, breathing, and then intentionally focusing. The intentional focus moves from the reactivity to the ability to respond by taking responsibility. And it makes every moment an opportunity to get to choose, to live from and demonstrate your values, even if the outcome is uncertain. You know, I was thinking some about this idea of, it was all for nothing. I'll just tell a quick anecdote. So I recently, had the house on the market to sell, and there's a lot of work that goes into that, and staging it, and cleaning it, and doing this. After a series of months and various things, I have now taken the house off the market and have moved back in. And there was a moment of looking at the past and thinking, I could really get down, like, all that work I did, all for nothing. And I was like, no. Every moment was an opportunity. Everything I did in that moment, even if it seems like it's all for nothing, if I focus on the journey, it has value if I choose to give it that meaning. The cleaning, I moved so much, y'all, I probably worked out more than if I had gone to the gym for 2 hours a day, right? So it's like, what's the meaning we're going to make of it? Are we going to go back to the past and live in regret? Or are we going to choose to see the value in everything and be willing to pivot or shift or change in each moment based on what we know now without being too attached to things because of what we did in the past? Even when things are uncertain, we take the next right step and allow our heart to lead the way. So I want you all to know that this community is a microcosm of the macrocosm. And I'm sure your life is a microcosm of this community, of that community, right? Like, we see these things. So a lot is kind of energetically going on in the world right now. Things seem to be just and what I'm committed to is growth and healing. And I know when stuff comes up, it's an opportunity to heal. Now, the mess of it is not fun, and I often want to I have that one in me that will come up and say, F this, I'm out of here. Anyone else? And what I notice is if I pause and breathe and lean into my feelings, lean into the discomfort and look, and for me it helps to have some hope, some possibility of, well, this could happen, or this could happen, or this could happen. I'm not attached to it. I don't really know. It's all very uncertain, but this could be a possible outcome for growth and change, and it can lead to us doing greater work in loving each other more. So doing the work, cultivating peace isn't about avoiding the storms. It's about learning to dance in the rain. I love to dance in the rain. Sometimes when it rains hard, y'all, I just put on my bathing suit and I go outside. Cadence and I did that the other day. We were trying to go to the pool, and then it stormed, and then the thunder stopped, but it was just raining. I'm like, well, it's safe. Let's just go play in the rain. So this week, I invite you to experience the stillness in order to meet the storm within, to breathe and return to your center, and to focus your intention by choosing presence over drama. And if you notice you slip into victim, villain, or hero, just lean in, come back to presence, breathe, and affirm, I return to peace with every breath. Yes? Let's take it into prayer. Knowing right here, right now, there is one life, one presence. That is love, and only love. And love is the healer. Love is that guiding force within us that has us feel that divine urge towards greater possibility. This presence within us that has us open our hearts to hold the space of grief and pain in order to know that it is not permanent and possibility resides. So I recognize this life, this love, this creativity, this freedom as the one energy and essence back of all things that is having its way in and as and through my life and each and every one of us. It is living through all of us now. So I claim and know from this place of oneness a deep awareness of my power, sourced by the infinite, inexhaustible. I claim and know the potentiality of life itself resides right here within me. And I know in times of uncertainty that I can be still and I will be guided. Asking always, what is mine to do? Who am I becoming? Leaning into that which I value most and asking, what would love do now? What would creativity do now? How would freedom show up in my life now? Getting curious, opening the mind. Where the world says this or that, yes or no, good or bad, right or wrong, I choose to lean into the infinite presence of the all-loving one and allow something new to arise. Knowing that we are in this together. We are committed to growth, and through that, love is made real in our hearts and in our experiences. So I'm so grateful to walk this path with each of you, and so grateful to know, even when I don't know, that something great is happening here and now. So with great gratitude for the fulfillment of this prayer, I release it into the action of the law that always says, yes, my beloved, yes, it is done. And it is so. And together we say, and so it is. Yes, 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 yes.
Thank you. We let the love wash over us. We let it be the joy. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be the peace. We let the peace wash over us. We let
as we move into our moment of embodiment, I invite you to stay standing if you're comfortable. Maybe close your eyes and begin to tune in to your physical presence. Noticing where any tension may reside, any energy may feel stuck or swirling, and begin to free that energy through the full expression of movement. In whatever way your body wants to move, know that this is a powerful way to integrate and embody all that has been spoken into our physical form, to release what needs to be released, to
Throw it into the
embrace
fire.
what needs to be embraced. Yes. So take that moment, if that image helps you, and just throw it into the fire. Shake it out. And then dance in the rain. Feel the snowflake on your tongue. Ingest it all. Embrace it. Feel it. Move that energy. Take another breath. And then take that pause to feel into your body now. Feel that energy. Feel that shift. Yes. And now we're going to move into our moment of connection and integration. And I invite you to find someone in the room and to share something that stood out to you today, to share a moment of insight or aha or something that you want to take into practice this week and embody more fully. So find someone and take a few moments to share. Make sure each person gets a chance to share. We invite you to share in the chat as well if you're online. And just take another moment to finish up your thought. Thank your partner. Or say to be continued over coffee or tea, whatever your preference. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you. I'm going to loosen this up because.
Yeah. Ooh, we're going to get a little. All right. Take that breath. And bring your awareness back to this moment where we move into our time of conscious giving. So a few of our core council members will be passing the basket around the room, but you can also give online, and if you're online, we invite you to go to our website and press the giving button there, or to text the word give to 859-209-6996. But let us first affirm together. Divine love as me.
Divine love as me.
Blesses and multiplies all that I have.
Blesses and multiplies all that I have.
All that I give.
All that I give.
And all that I receive.
All that I receive.
I joyously I joyously contribute to the vision of Ahava,
I joyously contribute to the vision of Ahava,
knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly.
knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly.
And so it is.
And so it is. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful,
I'm so grateful.
I'm so grateful,
I'm so grateful.
I'm so grateful,
I'm so grateful.
I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful,
I'm so grateful.
I'm so grateful,
I'm so grateful.
I'm so grateful,
I'm so grateful.
I'm so grateful, grateful.
Jazz hands. Yes. All right. We got some things going on, y'all. So, what are they? Our book study continues today. Even if you haven't attended previously and you are here and want to jump in on the discussion of The Eye of the Storm, Embracing Conflict, Creating Peace, we invite you to stick around for about an hour after service in our room right there.
Yeah. Conference room?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
well, I don't know. Conference feels kind of corporate,
Okay.
but classroom, meeting room, sure. In our meeting room, there you go. Yes, save the date, mark it off right now on your calendar. Plan to be here August 10th for our 16th anniversary celebration, bringing in the amazing Amy Steinberg, singer-songwriter and storyteller, and more involving that whole weekend, and her creativity will be revealed soon. So plan to be here, excited about that. And our first annual Holistic Fair is coming up Saturday, September 20th, and we are currently open for vendors and sponsors. So if you are somewhat in this field of body, mind, spirit, it's a wide range of things that you may offer and want to participate in. You can sign up. We have the information in our e-newsletter. We have it on our website, social media, all the places. So the first step is mark it on your calendar, plan to be here. Second step, if you would like to be a vendor, go ahead and sign up. I think that's it, yeah. All right, number of ongoing events, check those out as well. So now, just a reminder that we have licensed spiritual practitioners available to support you in prayer. Patty will be over here behind our beautiful new screen for privacy that we have in our prayer corner, yes. I believe, yes, was that donated? Yes, that was
my dad's.
Beautiful, I love that. Aw, yes. So much here. There's things in here that were my mom's, things that were your dad's, things that were my aunt's. You know, our ancestors are imbued in this space. So see Patty after service today, or drop a prayer request in the prayer box or online. Now let us stand. Repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening to me right now. It's this thing called life. Life is in my mind. Life is in my body. Life is in my affairs. I accept it. I am it. And I share it. Just the way it appears. And just the way it appears not. Thank you, life. Yes.
We have a new song, everybody, and I'm back here with Belle to help me through it. Help us through it. How's that? Good. Yay. There was a time in my life I know I had to do it all by myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. Didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you're discouraged, just trying to make it through another day, you gotta let it go. Let it all go. And this is what you have to say. I release, I let go, I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for